I haven't seen any reviews for the Black Clover movie yet, but I'm sure this will still be a hot take. Black Clover movie was just trash. I went into this movie with no real expectations because I haven't seen Black Clover since the Elf arc. While that was my favorite arc of Black Clover, it's still been a long time. And just like most people, I either forgot or didn't know that this movie was coming out in the first place. So I went into this movie no trailer, no high hopes, no low hopes, and somehow it still failed me. While I do got love for Black Clover, everybody knows that the writing is as cliche as possible. It's like they try their hardest not to be original, and in this movie they do that exact same thing. So the plot of this movie is very simple. Yuhabak was sealed away 1,000 years ago by the Soul Society during this big brawl, and now he's come back. He took down the current leaders of the Soul Society. Wait, I'm tweaking. But I mean, that's basically the plot of this movie. This man, Conrad Leto, yes, that's this cornball's name. He was no different all of the captains in the kingdom, and then Julius popped up behind him and sealed him away. But then during the Elf arc, when King Kai's planet was destroyed, Bojack was able to slip out. I'm tweaking again. When Julius got his age slipped away, that's when he was able to slip out of that seal. But then he came back to no diff everybody twice, once in the arena and once when they were in that I can't whatever the room was called. But the stupidest thing about it is he let Asta live. Not because he's from the boonies like him, not because he has anti-magic somewhat similar to him, but it's because of his determination. He wanted him by his side, even though he showed that he's gonna oppose him no matter what. He still wanted to make sure that Asta was there for the final fight so he can still. It was stupid. It was just the writers wanting a reason for him not to destroy Asta. Let's be honest. Now, I'm cool with the reason why he didn't take his magic, like his anti-magic, because it would probably affect his other magic. That still seems kind of goofy, unless all the spells are just kept in one magical room in his grimoire, but that still makes, total sense completely with how his powers work. But outside of that, no. Him letting him live was just stupid. Most of the fights in the movie is lame too. Like, part of it is just them fighting a bunch of robots, and Noelle has a fight, but it's her fighting a giant ice monster, basically a bigger robot. And the other fights that could have been cool had no real screen time. Asta was getting beat down by the no diff pride pirate, but then this man Karuma gave him a little bit of power, a little bit of power so he can fight back and put him to the level to where he can just destroy this man who washed every single captain. But let's talk about the main loser, Conrad Leto, the villain of this movie. His whole thing was that he wanted to get rid of magic to stop the idea of a hierarchy, to get rid of rich people and poor people and put them all on a level playing field. But no, that's not how it works. If you take away a system that's been in place forever, it will just be replaced by a new system. I get that we're not supposed to agree with villains, but if you're going to try to make a villain with this, deep motives that's kind of real, but he's doing it in a bad way, some BS like that, at least make it make sense. Don't make the villain just sound like a complete idiot. Give him some logic behind his motives. And I don't really get his powers either, because he talks about how people have cool magic that he wants to take, but when he uses those powers, it's just kind of a blast. Like if he takes, let's say, Yuno's powers, he just can shoot a wind blast out of a box. Asta's powers, he can shoot a anti-magic blast. Like, it's just a bunch of blasts. He can't actually do anything crazy with the spells. It's just a blast in a box, basically. Like, I don't really get how it works. The more I talk about this man, the more I keep seeing similarities to Yuabak from Bleach. But at least when they Bankais got snatched, they actually used the Bankai in its full capacity. He just shoots blasts with it. He's not doing anything cool with them. He's not healing himself. Why can't he just heal himself 24/7? With all this healing magic, he seems to have infinite mana. Why can't he just heal himself with all the healing magic he probably stole? I don't really know, bruh. And I've heard people say the animation for this movie is crazy. It's not. It has fairy tale level animation where it looks cool at some moments, but bad at most moments. Like the CGI robots, nah, it's not it. I watched the trailer after watching the movie just so I can see like what people going into it would have thought. And I noticed that every single good looking moment in the movie was also in the trailer. And it's very clear to me because those Rob looking robots that were all over the movie were only in the trailer for like half a second. And I'm so tired of seeing that BS. The 3 clovers mean integrity and all this and that. The 4th clover means luck. And the 5th clover is the devil, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That junk is straight cringy to me. The movie wasn't terrible. It's just the last arc I seen of Black Clover was the best arc of it. So for me to go from that to this, just... It honestly, dude. I'm trying to defend it too hard. The movie just was bad. It was just a bad movie. With this being the first movie, I believe, of Black Clover, and this being trash, doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth for the next couple of movies. Anyways, bro, yeah, that's my take on this movie. It just was not. It just wasn't good. It wasn't even like something I would just watch for fun because I stopped watching it halfway through and picked it back up like 30 minutes later. It just wasn't good.
Take your chance, beat it now. In my maze, I'm made of no. How can we then see? We can't be